Good morning. This is Vishram Singh Meena, Assistant Professor English working at Government PG College Karoli. Due to Corona, we are studying English literature through online mode. Today we are going to take the poem entitled Ode to the West Wind. This poem was written in the season of autumn in 1819 and was published in the year of 1820. It is an ode which is a long structured poem addressed to someone or something. The poem is meant for the students of BA Part Second in Kota University. We are to study the fourth stanza today. If I were a dead leaf, thou mightest bear. If I were a swift cloud to fly with thee, away to pant beneath thy power, and say, the impulse of thy strength, only less free than thou, O uncontrollable. The poet is addressing to the west wind. He says that if I were a dead leaf, thou mightest be. If I were a dead leaf which has been fallen from the trees in the forest, then thou means you might carry me. If I were a swift cloud to fly with thee, if I were a swift cloud in the sky, then I would fly with you. I would fly with your speed. The poet is very interested to do some adventurous things in his life. Especially P.B. Shelley is known for his strength and known for his wild and turbulent nature. He is tameless like the west wind, a wave to bend beneath thy power, and share thy uh, share the impulse of thy strength. The poet wants to be a babe which pants, which breathes beneath means underneath the power of the west wind. He wants to say he wants to say the same impulse. Impulse means feeling of the strength of the west wind. We know that the west wind is very powerful. It flows, it blows in the sky with great speed. The poet wants to be the part of the strength of the west wind. That's why he says that he wants to share the feeling, the vitality, the strength, and the vigor of the west wind. When he was young, then he was very tameless, he was very turbulent by nature, but now that age has been passed. So that is the matter of concern, that is the matter of sadness for P.B. Shelley. Now he has entered into the life of misery, struggle, and strife. Then thou, O uncontrollable, only less free than thou. He says that when he was young, he was a very turbulent like the west wind. Oh, uncontrollable, just like the west wind is uncontrollable, so was the case with P.B. Shelley when he was a young man. Oh, controllable, if even I were as in my child, as in my boyhood, and could be the comrade of thy wanderings over heaven. Now he wishes that if he were in his boyhood, he were in his younghood, then he could be the comrade. He could be the comrade. Comrade means the friend or the partner of thy wanderings. Thy means your wanderings. Wanderings means you wander in the sky here and there, because there is no controlling power in the sky which may control the power of the west wind. The west wind is very mighty, very strong, and very turbulent. So is a case with baby Sally's nature. He was very uncontrollable and vital man when he was a young man. As then went outstrip the sky speed. If he were in his boyhood, then he could outstrip, he could envy, oh, he could vie with the speed of the west wind, which blows in the sky. As then went to outstrip thy sky speed. Scarce seemed a vision. This is an example of alliteration. We have four words which begin with so sound. Sky, speed, scarce, seemed, obvious. That time he was very wild, very vigorous, very turbulent, like the west wind. Scarce seemed a vision. I would never have striven as thus with thee in prayer in my soul need. He says that if he were in his younghood, then he would not have striven, would not have prayed like this. This time uh, he has gone into miseries of life. That's why he is praying to the west wind to share his power. But when he was young, then there was no need of praying. But now he has gone with the power of younghood. I would never have striven as this with thee in prayer in my soul need. Oh, lift me as a babe. And that's why the poet requests the west wind to lift him as a wave, a leaf, a cloud, because he is troubled. He is uh, tired of the worries and miseries of life. I fall upon the thorns of life. He says that uh, the life is full of thorns, full of miseries, full of struggles, and now he has become the part of that kind of life. So he is bleeding, he is in pain, in sadness. I fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed. A heavy weight of ours is chained and bowed. He says that he was a young man, he was very free, he was vital and vigorous at that time, but now the he- heavy weight of hours, weight of time had chained him, and due to this chain, he has been bowed. He has been suffering now. One to like thee. When he was a young man, He was like the west wind. He was shameless, sweet, and proud when he was young, but now the time has gone, and that's why the poet feels troubled, and he feels that he he has gone off uh, the strength which he had in his younghood. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.